Good morning. It is Sunday, July the 16th. I think it's been about a week since I checked in. I've just been doing stuff. I was at the kids' camp all this week, so I didn't really make any videos. So I thought I'd show you the garden, cutting back stuff, pulling stuff out, giving room to other things to grow. My latest addition, the hibiscus are doing pretty well right there. The horehound kind of came back around after I trimmed it. The sunflowers are still hanging in there. I've cut back a lot of the red seed poppies and brought the pods in, so I only have a little bit right there and further over there that are growing. We haven't had rain in quite some time, so I've been needing to water. And I think the nasturtiums don't like it when it's quite so hot and dry. They're growing, but they're just kind of eking along. This is Sweet Annie, and it has a really interesting scent, and it grows really big. But I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't know whether it's supposed to bloom or not. I've been seeing goldfinches at the sunflowers. I've been seeing some hummingbirds out here. The black-eyed Susans must like the heat. This is where I took out a bunch of the poppies and threw some other seeds in there, but so far nothing's coming up. I've got some big marigolds there that are getting ready to bloom. In fact, one has flopped over there. I need to do something about that. The pumpkins keep growing. The new ones are growing too. The zinnias, pollinators like it. I've seen tiger swallowtail this week, and that's all for right now. Aren't these cute? I don't know if they're a type. I think they're a type of Coreopsis. I've got new little things coming up here and there. Some more sunflowers in there. The bronze fennel is blooming, and the red sunflowers keep producing, which is good. More zinnias coming up here. There's a cosmos in there too. I've been picking okra and eggplant and cucumbers and yellow squash. The beans are starting to blossom, so I should have some beans from here soon. I pulled out a bunch of, I forget what I had in here, some kind of radishes and stuff, and I threw more seeds in, like greens, but they're not coming up yet. Corn. This tomato is kind of in a transition phase. I've picked like the first crop, and now it's setting a second crop. Been picking some of the bigger tomatoes. These guys are starting to ripen a little bit too. The second batch of squash is coming along. My hodgepodge way of giving the pole beans a way to be supported. That little sunflower with all the little sunflowers on it's doing well. Oh look, the cucumber is growing up the corn stalk. How funny. What else do we have going on in here? Peppers. I've got one of my bigger peppers is starting to turn a little bit red in there, which is good. This is going to be a orange cosmos. The goji. I had to trim back the, some of this pineapple sage so that I would give a little bit more sunshine to the bitter melon that I have growing right there. Some of my parsley is starting to go to seed. Unsurprisingly, it's really warm. These are going to come down soon. I don't think they're going to be blooming anymore, so I'll collect those pods. The what is that anise hyssop there is blooming. This marjoram is blooming. That was where I cut back feverfew, so that's a little empty right there. The Melissa is blooming. Yeah, this is, I'm waiting for the jewelweed to bloom. And these are cool. These are long beans. This was a blossom earlier, but look at why not grow vegetables as an ornamental? Because the flowers are actually really pretty purple, like a pea. I cleaned up out here. I blew all the leaves back and off the path, and they had cleaned out some of my ivy. Not as much as I wanted to. This fig is doing pretty well. Oh, by the way, my figs out front, apparently deer like fig leaves to munch on. So they ate some of my figs out there. And out here is pretty much the same. Got to cut back the bleeding heart because it dies back this time of year. There's a couple of potatoes that are kind of growing in here because I stuck old potatoes. Oh, look, more bitter melon. I should take it out front. The grape is doing okay. You know, everything back here is okay. I don't spend a whole lot of time out here. More purple shiso, except to mow, and it looks really nice, and a lot of the ivy's out of the way, so that's good. So many mosquitoes, it's hard for me to spend a lot of time outside. I do have some what you call it here? Not you. This is a tulsi, so I'm trying to get that to keep growing. And everything else is kind of the same. So that's all, just a little check-in from the garden.